Hello, good morning, happy Monday. Welcome to weekly vlog 82. We are back to weekly vlogs. I hope you enjoyed Vlogtober. It was very fun and I enjoyed my weekend off. I was very productive. I finished one of the Christmas presents I wanted to get done during October but didn't. I am working on the second one now. Yeah. I had a nice nap yesterday. Just, yeah, really took it easy, which was very pleasant. And also she could hear my voices back. Did not enjoy being so poorly as I was, but hey ho, 'tis life. Yeah, we are cracking on today with a day of jobs and bits and pieces. The boy went out yesterday to banger racing, so he's going to have an indoor day today. He's not in the mood for social night, so yeah. So we sat, chatted last night and made a bit of a list, because he was like, oh, can you remind me? I'm like, let me add it to my jobs list, and I just made a jobs list. So on it is I want to finish this Christmas present today, because basically I'm working it until this orange runs out, or until I can reach the length it's meant to be, whatever comes first. And then we're gonna change it fuzzy bedding. It's cold now at night, so we kind of need fuzzy bedding. So I'm gonna change mine and Rye's bedding to fuzzy bedding. So he's got like thick fluff one from Asda last year. It's like orange with pumpkin faces all over it. It's very cool. He's going to go to that one. I've got a fuzzy green one in the cupboard that I'm going to get out. I've just put my sheet into wash because I can't be asked to dig another sheet out. So I'm just washing the one that was on my bed. I'm going to dry it during the daytime, put it back on tonight. So that is the aim for my bedding, is I'll probably do it before I go to bed tonight. I know it's one of those, oh god, I regret doing that when you strip the bed, but it is also the best your bedding ever feels. So swings and roundabouts, isn't it? We're going to bleach and dye Ryan's hair today, so that's going to get done. And I can't remember what else on jobs list because it's over there in front of the TV. He's going to clean his hovercraft. I remember that's the one he wanted me to put on. Might be some other stuff, but yeah. So that's kind of the aim for the day. Is other sitting, I was going to do like washing up and whiz a hoover around the living room and just, fold and put away some clothes, some little basic odds and sods really. But it's going to be a productive Monday today. Having, rested, and really we have kicked that bag out the old system. We're good now. So yeah, so we're going to back onto levels of productivity and actually get shit done. Oh, that was the other job. I'm making three fruitcakes today, as you do. I put all the fruit on soak last night. I measured it out. Yeah, I've got the first lot in a saucepan right now, slowly boiling, because it's basically like a boiled fruitcake is what my great-grandmother's Christmas cake recipe is. It's an old school boiled fruitcake. So you do the fruit, you soak it, or you do the fruit and the juice and that in the pan, but add the sugar. I think I've made a video about making my fruitcake. I'll have to list it down below. But yeah, talking you through it quickly, just because talking through is quick instructions. If you want all the fine details, there is a video. I made it last Christmas. But yeah, you do all the fruit, juice or water, treacle, sugar, butter. Slowly bring it to a boil in a pan, just so the butter melts, the sugar melts, and it has a couple of little bubbles for a few minutes. Then you leave it to cool, and then you add in the flour, self-raising flour, mixed spice, and a beaten egg, which is why you've got to wait for the fruit to cool, otherwise it will cook the egg. Bring it all together, put it in a pan, bit of greaseproof in the bottom, in a loaf tin or cake dish, whatever you prefer. Cook it on, I think it's gas 3, which is that 160 165 for an hour, and then you turn it down to gas mark 2, which is 150 for another 20 minutes or so until the skewer comes out, until a knife or something comes out clean. Then you're all good and you leave it to cool, and you have made yourself a really lovely fruitcake. So yeah, so I am literally going to be doing all 3 at the same time. So I've just literally got to, as I've got on now, the first lot of fruit, do the hob thing, and then do the second lot and do the third lot, so then they can all cool down. I can mix them all together and then put them all, basically fill the oven with fruitcakes. So then there'll be 2 on the top row, 1 on the bottom, and then yeah, so that way there's going to be 1 for my house, 1 for my mum's house, and 1 for my sister's house. So instead of having to make them at festive times, everyone's getting them in November, because we're doing that this year. I might make another one later in the year, but for now, 1. So that's what I'm doing. I'm actually going around my sister's house now on Tuesday. She's invited me and my mum round, and I asked her if she would like to come, because my sister has a whole load of D&D books, of which she has offered. So yeah, the boy is going to come up. He wants to show off one of his 3D printed things, and yeah, just, you know, have a mooch of some books and bits and see what will be useful for their D&D thing, or D&D campaign, that's what they're called. I'm really into it, can you tell? I don't actually know anything about it, so apart from you design a character and you use dice. I have said to him, would you like me to get you some dice for Christmas? He said no, I want to pick out my own. I have offered. But there's nowhere locally to go pick out dice, so I might get him to pick out some on like Etsy or something, and I'll buy him some for Christmas that way. What else? Because I won a dice at Comic Con last year in a like little spinny thing. If there was a free thing and you could spin it, I'm gonna do it. Doesn't matter if you win a prize or not. But yeah, I won a dice, so I picked one out, and it's purple. It sits on my bookshelf. But yeah, that is the game plan today. So we both have really mega lay-ins. I woke up at like just gone 11. Ryan, I think, is still blobbing in bed. He's awake, but you know, when you're just laying in bed, doom scrolling TikTok, just yeah, looking through stuff and being comfy. He's doing that because forgot to take his chair to the banger racing yesterday, so I had to stand up all the way through it. And the first thing he did when he got in was say, I'm cold and my knees hurt. Can I have my arthritis meds? So his legs are not happy bunnies today, so yeah, hence the staying in, which is cool. I'm more than happy for the boy to stay home. I like his company. I miss him a lot, so. But he is a man who has his fingers in many social and, you know, busy pies, so. But I'd rather him be busy than not. So, yeah, there is that. But, so I'm going to sit and chill this morning just for the next, let's say, hour or so. Crocheting, seeing how far I can get done on this bottom bit of my sister's cardigan. I did start it last night. Basically, it needs to be 13 inches long, and I think I've just about got to 4 inches in that. So, yeah, I've got a little way to go yet. Hence, we try and get to 13 inches long, or until the wool runs out, because this is all I've got left of the orange. So, hence why I'm extending the brown layers. So, in the main cardigan, it was 4, and then in the first one it was 5, and now I'm on to the next row. It's gonna be 6, 7, 8 as I go. So yeah, just so I'm using it. I've got 2 more balls of this like beigey colour, but I've only got that much orange, so if I can add more beige to help make it longer, it works. So yeah, so I'm gonna do this and then literally do fruitcake stuff and swap them out, get them all done. But I think it's gonna take about an hour, and then yeah, so it is a not big pressure day today, but it's nice. Also I put my necklace on because I've been wanting to wear it, but obviously I've been in pyjamas, so I'm like, I'm not going to wear a necklace and pyjamas. So I did kind of get myself dressed today, and also my new trousers arrived. The ones from ASOS. Via Vinted. Oh my god, they're so good. They're so big and baggy and so comfortable, and I absolutely love them. So yeah, 1,000 out of 10. They arrived really quick. So yeah, chucked them through the washing machine, and I am so pleased with them. So yeah, feeling very fun today. But also I do plan to do the last 2 buttonholes of my coat today as well. So we have a busy old day, but it's nothing that is too big. There's nothing, if I didn't do it, the world's not going to end. But yeah, so we're basically doing jobs list today. Whatever we don't get done, we just leave for tomorrow, basically. I'm not this is all of Monday stuff anymore. I've learned how to do lists in a better way that doesn't bully myself, basically. So yeah, so the fine note, I'm going to carry on crocheting, and I will catch up with you beautiful folks as we go Friday and as we get going. I might even, you know, add a cheeky before and after of the boys' hair. And yeah, it's going to be a nice day today. But jobs lists and just, yeah, jobs list and baking. What a good combo for a Monday. So there we go. So I will catch up with you beautiful people a bit later as we get going more with our day. But yeah, taking it slow to start off with, because, you know, it's realistic and it's sensible. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you a wee bit later. Hello, I've not got all the way through my jobs list today because that's just realistic. We have not done the washing up. There it is. Yeah, but I have made fruitcake. Do you want to see it? I've made 3 of them, look. 1, 2 and 3 up there. So yeah, so one is for my mum, one is for my sister, one's for me. 3 little fruitcakes. But yeah, I've been crocheting today. Take you through. I've been working on extending my sister's cardigan. We are on the final bit. What rows are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're on row 7 of 8. And then I will add a very thin orange edge, because this is all I've got left of the orange yarn now. So yeah, we're gonna just do a little edge to finish it off. We've just had pizza for dinner, and then yeah, we're gonna do the boys' hair. It's only like 20 to 9, so not bad. Rye cleaned his hovercraft earlier, and we are going to do the bedding. Even if we just do duvet covers today, we do sheets tomorrow. I obviously need to get my sheet dry because it's still in the washing machine wet. I might dig one out the cupboard. I might just get one out. It's worth the effort to get one out instead of trying to dry it in a few hours. But yeah, so there we go. So all good. So I'm going to manage most of the bits on the jobs list, but you know, the actual house stuff hasn't happened quite as much. And tomorrow we're off to my sister's house. Rye's not 100% sure if he wants to go, which is fair. So I've said I will pick up the D&D stuff and he can look at it at home, which I thought fair enough, innit? Yeah, I'm going to take fruitcake up to my sister's. I'm going to drop one off at my mum's house along the way, because she's not 100% if she's going to go yet or not. You know, tiredness is a fatigue, and fibro is great sometimes. It's a combo. So yeah, no, so my mum's not 100%. But we have this great thing in our family. You could be there, meant to be there in like 2 minutes, and phone go, really can't. And it's fair. It's okay. This is not the end of the world. So yeah, we're all pretty chill about understanding limits and things that happen on the day. But yeah, so my mum's not 100%, but I'm going to drop off fruitcake along the way no matter what, because I've also got little pots of mash I'm going to give to my sister, because she's due to have her teeth out soon and she needs to be on a liquids and soft food diet while everything heals. I like them, but they give me raging heartburn because there is onion powder in them, and some of them have garlic powder, so I just get raging heartburn, so it's not worth it. With the old food intolerance, just really not worth it. So if they can do my sister a turn, they're going to, and whatever's left in my bag is going to go to the food bank. So yeah, that works out great. But yeah, no, so I'm going to finish up this row of crochet and then do one more, do the orange edging so it's finished. And then we're going to start Ryan's hair, put bleach in it, wrap it up, and then he can go to chill out in his room, and then wash it out, and then add the colour, pin it up. Doesn't need wrapping up, but you know, wrap up the bleach because you keep it warm so it works quicker. And then yeah, chuck him through the bath and rinse his hair out then. And then I am done for the day, which is good. And also, I would have finished another Christmas present, which is a massive off the list, so I'm very excited. I got to show my mum her cardigan earlier. She's very happy and excited by it, so yeah. But if I can get this one done, that's so cool. And then I've 2 biggies ticked off. So yeah, all good. I tried making my sister's bag over the weekend. I'm not as far in advance as reading crochet pants as I thought I was, to be entirely honest. So, not quite. So, thankfully, she found something she likes on Vinted. I paid for it, picked it up. It's going to go for Christmas, so that's going to fill that gap in the little list of things. Yeah, so I'm going to pop out tomorrow, buy my mum's, drop stuff off, and then, yeah, to my sister's, and then I might go via Asda. I had to pop to the corner shop to go get some flour, and I paid extortionately for a tiny bag of flour at £1.75 because it's all they had as self-raising. I knew I could have added like baking powder and that to plain, but I didn't want to. So yeah, I need to go get some more baking supplies, just flour at least, as well as I picked up eggs, so I've got new eggs. So yeah, so I'm gonna go, yeah, get some baking supplies from Asda, because then I can go with the cheap own brand stuff, because flour is flour. And then yeah, might pick up some more milkshakes and bits for the boy as the week goes on, because we're already down 2 and it's only Monday, so I think I will go, yeah, get a couple more milkshakes to last the week, as well as maybe some smoothies because they're good for his stomach. So yeah, been a good productive day, but in the meantime sorry, I'm watching my very first Christmas advert. M&S food. It didn't take long, did it? But yeah, so I'm going to carry on crocheting this jumper, and I'll just put in a little clip of maybe a before and after of the boy's hair if he lets me. And that's my phone going off, so yeah. So I will catch up with you beautiful folks, chatting properly tomorrow, but I'll try and put a little clip of hair in. If not, you'll get a little clip tomorrow. So yeah, see you then. Bye. Hello, happy Tuesday. As you can tell by the daylight, we are way further into the day. It is like 4:20. I didn't end up going to my sister's. I'll be honest, I woke up exhausted. Which worked out well, because yeah, my mum is not doing the grandest today, tired wise and all that. And yeah, I said to my sister, I was like, quite honestly, I can close my eyes and go straight back to sleep right now. She was like, it's fine. So yeah, so actually that is what I did. I went back to sleep, woke up at 9, said look, fucking knackered, fell back asleep, woke up at 11. So yeah, having that kind of tiredness at the moment, and I am still tired today. I'll be honest, I could go lay back in bed all day. I've had this feeling of if I just go lay down, I will sleep. I'm really, really tired. I'm really, really just fatiguey tired. You know, that sort of, it felt like you're at the end of a very long day, but I've had that since I've opened my eyes today. So yeah, fatigue is kicking my ass. And you know what, I'm not fighting it. I'm just being tired and a blob in comfies. I've got a big fluffy hoodie, but I had to take it off because I dyed Ryan's hair. I'll put a little clip in here of it. It came out really well. He wanted it blue, pink and orange, like character Beelzebub off of Has Been Hotel, or the other cartoon, anime, manga cartoon that is like it. You know, he likes them. So yeah, he liked that colour combo. And I was like, think of a hair colour, and he went, I like this one. Sent me a screenshot of them, and I'm like, cool. So yeah, so we did dark blue into lighter blue, darker orange into lighter orange, and then darker pink into lighter pink. Purely because his roots came out quite yellowy orange, because we don't leave it on too long. Because yeah, a kid has eczema. The fact we can get the roots to like a sort of dark yellow is good enough for the colours we needed, to be honest. And I knew I was going to do dark at the roots, so it worked out easiest. But yeah, so I've coloured his hair today, washed it out, done his beard, took his photo in the hallway, because I'm going to renew his bus pass today. It is something I can sit and do on the computer. I don't need him here for it, which is lovely. So, as much as I love him, he just makes my life easier that I can apply for his bus pass, because it runs out at the end of the month, and that will come round way quicker than I wish to admit, because months just sit by. So yeah, today is the 4th of November, so yeah, if I can get that done and off my mental tick list, that is fabulous. And then also I can use we have said we're going to go on the 11th when my money renews. It's when my money renews, on the 11th. It's my payday. Gonna go take him to Max Spielman, which is a photography shop, if you don't know. And yeah, go get passport photos taken. I know we can do it at a photo booth, but at least in the Photoshop, they take them for you, and they tell you, if, like with me, I naturally didn't realise I always slightly tilt my head. They were like, no, straight down, and they get it so it's right. So yeah, I mean, the only thing we had come up on any issues with our previous pictures, which were back in 2019, crazy it runs, passport's already run out, but it was a kid's one. So yeah, so an adult, this will be his adult one, so it's 10 years, which is much better for value. Mine's obviously still got another 5, 4 even. But yeah, Ryan's one came back because he's so pale, and we were only, you know, and he was just, yeah, pale little human being, especially then. They thought he had reflection coming off of his glasses, and it was just his pale skin. And they said, what reason is this? And I just had to put, he's very, very pale, and that it was an accepted thing. So, but the auto detection thought that he had glasses reflection, and I was like, no, that's just his face. So, but yeah, so we're gonna go do that. For the bus pass, we just needed it on a neutral background, so the hallway worked. But obviously passport is very, very particular, and we will use the same picture on his passport as because if you get it done there, it's like 15 quid odd, but you get it digitally as well as the physical, so they're both very useful. So yeah, so it means that I can also use that to get him a provisional, so he has basically an ID in his wallet to have on him. So if his friends are going to like Wetherspoons or wherever after 9 o'clock, you need ID to be in there. And yeah, although Ryan obviously is a J2O man, and his friend who also goes is a you know, the refillable hot drinks kind of person. You know, they like to be, so they obviously like to be social with their friends. So yeah, I was like, it would be cool. And I'm like, I will get you an ID, because they're like, we can do this, and I was like, I have no ID. So yeah, so I'm like, no, we'll sort you out a valid ID, so you've got some on you. And stupid things, he can go buy his own spray paint and glue for modelling, that kind of stuff. So yeah, So it's worth the money to get the pictures taken properly, because one, I can renew his passport, and two, he can then also have a provisional, so he's got ID on him that isn't as scary as me, as him carrying his passport around. So yeah, I'd rather him have a provisional, which is a little card in his wallet, than anything else. So yeah, much better. But for now, I can at least get his bus pass done, and we'll work on provisional on the 11th. You know, get his passport picture taken, and yeah, do a provisional so he's got some ID. So when he socialises with his friends, you know, he's got the ability to, you know, be with them, which is cool. Yeah, we'll just work on passport next year, but at least then we'll have updated pictures. So yeah, may as well while his hair is freshly dyed. Yeah, we'll just make sure his beard's trimmed if we need to trim it by next week. Shouldn't do, but you never know. Yeah, I've done nothing productive today, honestly. Well, apart from, yeah, I've dyed the kid's hair, I shaved his face, that's it. He did have a moment where he wasn't listening to instructions, which was great, really great. I love him, but you know, it was like, let's rinse off your hair. So I help him rinse off his hair, because he can't wash his hair or shower, you know, he doesn't do showers, and he had to kneel, and I had to shower his hair over the edge of the bath, and yeah, his idea of a nightmare. And he can't wash his hair, so yeah, so I washed his hair out and then conditioned it, because we washed it yesterday after we bleached it. So we rinsed it out and gave it a really good condition, because he's got long curly hair. And then I was like, you know, dried it off a bit. I'm like, wash your face now, because you've had your beard shaved. Give your face a wash, get rid of all the little bits of hair. And he's like, oh, just go get dressed. And I'm like, no, your hair is dripping wet, your face is covered in beard hair, as is this bit of your body. Wash yourself, then get dry, then get dressed. So he did, listened, washed his face. I then blow dried his hair, mostly. He never lets me fully blow dry it, but again, it's how it's not dripping wet, and it's mostly dry on the ends. It's just always damp in the back, so that's where it's thickest. Yeah, and then he got dressed and went out. So yeah, so he's off to the workshop. His friend is there. There is a new 3D printer, so he's going to tit about with that. He made some plans on doing hovercraft, so he's going to work on that. Yeah, I'm just, yeah, tired. That bone tired, where literally I can just melt into the sofa. It's really not fun, but that's how I know it's my fatiguey tired. So there's nothing I can do to fix it. Napping doesn't help, laying down doesn't help, sleeping doesn't help. Just, yeah, sitting still kinda helps. But yeah, so hopefully tomorrow I'll be with a lot more zing in my step, but today is a real struggle day. Tomorrow's going to be really great because it's fireworks night, bonfire night. It's just great. So yeah, I don't like fireworks. I like fireworks done. The big display in my town, it's great. Professional pyrotechnics. It's one person's job all year round to deal with the fireworks. It's really funny. So yeah, so they have professional pyrotechnics do it. All well and good, you know. And then Disneyland, Paris. Those are the only two places I like fireworks. I nearly got hit by a firework as a teenager. Literally where I'm sat, that brown frame, just underneath it, that little gap, that's where a firework hit above my head and then exploded out. Thankfully I wasn't injured, just terrified. So I've never ever, that was my one and only time going to fireworks in someone's garden. I've never been to them since, funnily enough. The idea of fireworks in people's gardens terrifies me. When people do fireworks in the gardens around me, I'm terrified they're going to land on my roof and set my house on fire. And now I have the added terror of the scaffolding around my balcony, which is covered in nylon net and wood. So yeah, so I plan to be at home for fireworks night, terrified, and keeping an eye out and waiting for, basically I will wait up till about, it's usually about 11:30, nearer 12, for fireworks to all stop. Then I can go to bed and know my house and everything isn't on fire. Do I know this is probably my anxiety? Yes. Great irony though. Pardon me. I have a meds review tomorrow evening between like 6:30 and 8:30 when fireworks go on, for my anxiety and my depression meds. So that's really fucking funny. The timing of it. So yeah, that would be great. I am gonna discuss about getting my meds all across the board upped, because I don't think they're quite, you know, if just even footing of just neutral, you know, is a waterline, I'm underneath it still drowning. I haven't hit above waterline yet. And I know that my anxiety's been really bad the past few months. It's not improved. My panic's got worse. I've been, as you know, struggling to leave the house. Yeah, just really not good. And my sleep's been revolting so bad. So I just, need some sleep meds. So bad. Just to, prevent the silly insomnia kicking up, which I know if it's been already kicking up a lot so far this year, especially the past like 3-4 months, it's going to be a fucking nightmare through December and January. So I really don't want that. So, but we're trying our best. That's all we can do. But yeah, so I plan to go put my lovely big fluffy hoodie on. And you know, when I'm feeling rough, when I'm just sit here with the hood up and be proper bubble like. Yeah. I'm gonna go, I think, open up my laptop. I might need to find a letter, but I think it's on the table. And I'm gonna crack on and get this bus pass renewed, so that is one less worry for me and the kiddo. Especially because it will have a fresh picture on it, so there is no more "have you stolen your younger brother's ID bus pass, you must have stolen this." And it's like, no, it got renewed during lockdown, and then lost during lockdown. They just used the photo on file. So yeah, it's really great, love it. So but now, because we are within the month, we can finally renew it and the system won't cancel it. So we're going to do that. All is good. So I'll catch up with you beautiful people a bit later. Actually tomorrow. I'll be honest, I'm going to do something really quick and easy for dinner. I had lunch very late today. I had fruitcake for breakfast at lunchtime. It's been, that kind of timing with everything. Don't even know if I'm going to have something hot, or if I might do something hot. It might be like soup in a mug level of dinner. I'm really not, but oh, fatigue, why do you kick my ass like this? I feel so heavy. It's just the worst. My hands and my legs are lead. Honestly, I can't even sit and crochet. That's how not everything feels. I just, I'm like, nope, can't even. So yeah, a fine note, my battery is flashing, and I think you are the third battery to die, so I need to go fill in a bus pass renewal and charge some batteries. So I'll catch up with you beautiful folks tomorrow. Bye. Hello, good morning, happy Wednesday. Feeling a hell of a lot less tired than I was yesterday. Still tired, but not in that if I close my eyes I'm going to fall asleep level, so there's that. Also, I'm finally wearing my bits I got from Primark the other day. Let me show you my dress. actually first finish cleaning my glasses. So I think these glasses are going to look really fucking cool today. Yes. Did I ever think I'd get excited over like my version of neutrals? No, but oh, I love dressing like a berry and a tree. But yeah, look, this is the nice dress I got, and it goes all the way down. And yeah, I put on some tights that kind of pretty much match this shirt, which, oh my god, this thermal long sleeve, they're £6 and oh, it's so soft and so lovely. I have got a jumper as well today, so I've got my homemade jumper out, but yeah, thought I'd dress up just because I fancy wearing some human clothes. As lovely as fluff and pyjamas are, sometimes you just want human clothes, so yeah, dressing like a human today. Boyo is already out doing his own thing, which is cool. Both from that. I have 2 parcels, so but yeah, so he's out doing his own thing. I kept getting days of the week wrong, and I'm like, doing this, and he's like, no, wrong day. I'm like, oh, fuck's sake. So yeah, my brain keeps thinking everything is a day ahead more than it is, so I kept thinking today was going to be Thursday. I just love a brain. My good old brain frog. He's a jerk sometimes, but you know, we'll forgive him. Never good at opening parcels properly and nicely. Trying to do it so I don't flash you my address. Well, that was badly opened, but we got stuff out of it. Basically, I got myself, that's a whole load of little lines. You know, in the cardboard splinters, it's just like little dustins. Oh. So that's those 2. And this will be the other 3. I was a bit spend happy with my credit card the other day. Oh shit, sorry. I know, I shouldn't have been. Alright, don't need to reprimand me, I've already reprimanded myself. It's fine. Online small business Black Friday sales is my weakness. Not even Black Friday, just, you know, very, very cheap sales because Halloween. So yeah. So I did one order, and not even 48 hours later they had another thing of really good discounts, and I'm like, fuck. So yeah, we got another order. These are going to be put away for Christmas though, so there is that. So I have got myself 5 rings from Shop Dixie, who do my lovely spooky jewellery that I love so much. And these were the Halloween, I'll start with the Halloween ones. They're like trays. Some were £26, some were £15. So yeah. This one, Tudor sword, this is this was £15, it's a size 9. I really wasn't sure it's going to fit, and oh my god it does. Let's rip the little number thing off actually. This is insane because I'll be entirely honest, when I started buying their rings, I started buying their rings because they did size, like I go by the US sizing just because it's easier for me to remember. And yeah, I was a US size 11 for this finger. Not even this finger, just one finger was a US size 11. So yeah, and I was chuffed because then I could get rings and they'd fit. I'm now wearing a size 9 on that finger. Which was insane. This was £15. This is a seconds This is a Tudor sword on their website. So is that not so cool? Look at it. It's a tiny sword. So there's that one. Basically altogether these came to about just over 100 quid. But it's 5 rings for over 100 quid. And it's a small business. They're my favourite. They don't tarnish. You know when something just clicks all the good bits? One of them. Oh no, that wasn't the Tudor sword. That was the Ivy sword in a size 10. Apologies, I've just realised. That was £26, that one. Snip off the little tags as we go. This is the Forest Moonlight Black. This was £26. And this is this one. And again, really pretty. So, yeah, and it's like a little branch. Which several... Oh, God. Come on, focus. Which several of my other rings are. There we go. So, yeah. So, it's like ivy and a black stone. And then it's on a branch ring. So, there's that one. Which is great. Don't have really any rings with stones in anymore, so this is the one I wanted to really make sure. This is the one that is a size 9. Felt a bit daring ordering that, but I know that size 10s are a little bit loose in a good way. But yeah, so I thought let's try ordering a size 9 ring. Let's see how we go. This is the Tudor seconds ring. There we go, see it's like a signet. There's a bit tight on that one. What about a little pinky ring? Oh, it could be a pinky ring. It's a bit, it's not, yeah. Okay, pinky ring. It's a bit loose on a pinky ring, but I was kind of, yeah, being a bit daring buying a 9. Let's try it on the other hand. Oh, it fits the other hand. It fits the other hand. There we go. So, there we go. That's a size 9 ring on my hand. What? That's crazy. So yeah, so there we go. So that fits. All cool. Because I was looking at the size 10 and realised there is a little bit of wiggle room. So I was like, that would fit. So... And the size 10 in that style had sold out. And then these two, they had trays for £20. These are in size 11 because I like them for my middle fingers. Because I like to stack all my rings. The one is Celine. And the other one is Corvus. For obvious reasons, of which you will see. I'm going to put them on. Oh my god, look. So, I'm not flipping you off, by the way, in case you think I'm being mean. I'm not flipping you off. So this is Celine. Yeah. So pretty. So, and then this is Corvus, which is obviously a raven. So, yeah. So... I've got hand bling and they fit really well, so that's amazing. So I'm gonna make sure they go back into their little packets. Thankfully I bought when I was out with my mum, god, nearly a month ago, probably plus now. I got go on, off you come. Little boxes for jewellery for gifts that I've bought, so one of those is now going to be mine. Do I feel very self-indulgent spending £100 on jewellery for myself? Yes. But could this have been one piece of jewellery for £100? Yes. But I got 5 and they're all amazing. They're from a small business which I adore. So yeah, I love buying their jewellery. I mean, the ivy ring I got already this year, I thought would be my only one. So, yeah. Oh, I slightly shot myself in the foot, and obviously I'm really trying not to make myself more in debt, but they're really brilliant, really fucking pretty. So I'm not a big costume jewellery person either. If I like jewellery, there is, like, you know, nice jewellery, I'll get it. So yeah, so that's just my excuse, and I'm sticking. So there we go. So I've got a pile of nice pretty jewellery to go away for Christmas. I'm like Mr. T, but like the goth version with all my rings. Yeah. Oh. I'm achy today, more than tired. Part of me was and ahhing about maybe going out or going to do charity shop dropping off and stuff like that, but I'll be honest, I don't want to people. That's the struggle. I just don't want to people. And I know today is not going to be a fun day. My anxiety is going to be like up to my eyeballs later with fireworks tonight. I hate fireworks, by the way. We discussed this yesterday, but yeah, not a fan. Oh, please ignore my mouth, by the way. I need to go brush my teeth. And I have my meds review phone call later, so yeah, got to do that. But of course, waiting for a phone call gives, again, anxiety. I hate waiting for things, but I didn't really have a choice on this one, so yay. There we go. But thinking today we're gonna have a crafty day. We're gonna crack on, I think with some sewing would be nice. Get a coat done. I did cut out all the bits to make a frog bag, so we could make a frog bag today. That would be pretty fun. The only thing is the edging on the frog is not, it's exposed seams, and part of me wants to do it so it's like not exposed seams, or I've got to bind them, so I might have to go find some bias binding to bind the edges, or just, you know, sew it slightly different than the pattern says. I don't know. It's my struggle. So yeah, but we're going to work today. We're going to get the coat finished. We're going to do those 2 buttonholes because I'm a shitbag for procrastinating, as we all know. But yeah, we're going to get those 2 buttonholes sewn, so when I do go out, I have a coat. Yeah, just going to work on some bits and pieces. Obviously, I am in no rush to be, you know, let's get the sewing machine out now. I'm going to take it easy first. So, yeah, but I'm feeling good for getting mostly dressed, you know. Dressed to hang out in the house, basically. Have I put a bra on? No. Who puts a bra on if they're not leaving the house? What's wrong with you? Comfort is key. But yeah, so there we go. But a little unboxing for this morning because I heard the post drop through the letterbox while I was doom scrolling in bed. So yeah. So, self-indulgent Christmas presents. But in my defence, I have just said to Ryan that I'm going to get him all of the wood and bits he needs to finish doing a big building of a desk workbench in his bedroom for Christmas, and that is going to be one of his presents. So, yeah. He gets a workbench. I know in the Christmas rhyme it's 5 golden rings, I get 5 gothic rings. So, fair trade, methinks. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go take my meds, and then yeah, brush my teeth, wash my face, all the good stuff, and then yeah, I'll come back to you as we crack on with some stuff for the day. But I'm just gonna give myself an hour or so this morning just to go, because I'm only human. Okay. Yeah, realistic, so there we go. But no, I'm looking very cozy today. And yeah, apparently, who knew I suit brown? We live and we learn. So, all cool. And yeah, I have got my jumper to put on if I feel like I need it. I might, not necessarily for cold, but just for cozy factor. You know, when something just comforting. That's one, I think that might get put on in very soon, just for the comfort factor of, you know, blanket you can walk around in equivalent. So yeah, so catch up with you in a wee bit, and yeah, we're going to crack on with some sewing today. So you might get some time lapses and catch ups a bit later as we get going. So yeah, catch up with you later as we do some stuff. Hello, we're a bit further in the day. Teeth have been brushed. Meds been taken. Breakfast has been had. Today I was a real grown up. I had party rings for breakfast. So yeah, I've got sewing bee on as a background, and we are going to sew some buttonholes onto my coat. I was going to make, I've got a William Morris, like 2 skirts I've split and made Harlequin. I was going to do that. But I don't want to go digging for thread, if I'm entirely honest. So, not today. Instead, let's get the coat finished. I'm not going to do, there's a buttonhole you're meant to do at the top to close the top. But I will be honest, I am a scarf person. I will happily layer and have a big scarf, wrap it around my face, tuck it all in my coat. I would rather have that space to have a really good scarf instead of button up my coat. So buttons are going to stay in the middle. I'll show you it now. I've measured. The pattern says you're meant to have it here, but the size of my buttons would mean that the button would be hanging off here. I think that's way too near the edge. So instead I would like it a little bit more set in. So we're going to go with it here. So yeah, so I've measured my buttonhole to 1.5 inches, and yeah, shuffled it up and a bit along, and I've measured and done the same here so it matches. In fact, if I get the other button out of the bag, you can see it with both of them on. There we go. So yeah, so that is what the coat will look like with the buttons, and I think that is actually quite nicely spaced out, because then it's row, gap, row with a gap, cut out, gap, and then buttons. So yeah, so I think that's a nicer spacing out. So yeah, so and then it's just a case of lining up the buttonholes, the buttons on the other side, so then the stripes match, which they seem to. Every time I wear it, they naturally fall and match. So it was well worth me putting the effort in and cutting it out. I can't remember if it was on purpose or accident. I think it was accident that they matched. So yeah, but I'm gonna now do the buttonholes on my machine. My machine does have a buttonhole setting, but I was a bit rusty at it and a bit terrified, so we take it nice and slow. And yeah, and I have learnt the knack of, you do buttonholes, and then if I need to, I can go back into it hand sewing afterwards, and then I cover it in fray check. Then I do the buttonholes on the machine, cut it open, go round it by hand if I need to reinforce, and then cover it in fray check. Is how I've learnt to do buttonholes. So yeah, so that is what I'm going to do. So although I bought 2 packs of these buttons, I'm only going to need 1 pack, but then it means I have a pack spare, so if I ever lose button, I have 2 spare buttons, which is amazing. And I still think these are spectacular buttons for this coat. So yeah, I really like them. Between that and then on the collar, I'm going to have frog brooches and all kinds of fun. They look like brooches in themselves, so yeah. So once these 2 buttonholes are done and buttons are sewn on, this will be wearable, which is amazing. Also, yes, I still need to do my nails. My nail varnish is literally sat next to me. I just need to go get my nail varnish remover pads to take off the remaining stuff. But that will happen. That might happen later actually. But there we go. So I will set you up in a little time lapse and you can watch me sew buttonholes at a very fast speed. But there we go. That is today's sewing mission. I think is a realistic one. Don't want to overdo it post fatigue day, but also don't want to sit and do nothing. So let's do something productive. This and cracking on with my autumnal cardigan, because I'm so near to getting a sleeve done on that. So yeah, we are working our way through our list of to-do jobs. So there we go. enjoy the time lapse. Hello, I am sat here hand sewing, so I thought I'd just share with you how buttonholes are going. I probably was hard to see on the time lapse because it's so quick, but I machine hold the buttonholes. I've cut them open and I have used fray stop around the edges and I've trimmed it all back. I am now hand sewing round the said buttonholes as well. Come on, there we go. Just because stronger, and I just prefer to have stronger buttonholes on this coat. I had a quick look. I either have a grubby cream or I've got this grey buttonhole thread, or just button thread. So I'm going to use this to secure my buttons. But for the buttonholes, I found this little sandwich bag, vintage mending thread of all things, and look at all the fun colours they are. So yeah, at the moment I'm sewing a purple buttonhole. I might do the other one a different colour, just because I can. I'm thinking this lime green is quite spectacular, and I'm thinking of doing a purple and lime green buttonhole. I do have enough purple to do another purple one, but I think lime green would be more fun. And yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's this one is stag, the other one is wolf. Oh no, forest, and the other one's wolf. Mending thread, and this one is, yeah, stag darning thread. So yeah, so this is what you use to actually mend things. So very useful to actually own, but I'm using it as buttonhole thread because it's colourful and it fits what I need it to be, which is a thicker type of thread. And I'm doing the buttonhole stitch, which is a bit like a mattress stitch, but you just make sure all the knots line up along the edge of the buttonhole, so it's really even and all the edges are caught in. Obviously I have done fray check, which makes it stronger and stops the fraying, but also it does make it a bit stiffer. So I do have metal and a leather thimble, but it's not too hard, so I'm not needing a thimble right now. But yeah, so this is very slow methodical work because yeah, it's not like normal hand sewing where you like tack in or that. You're doing this quite precisely, trying to do it nicely, because when your coat is open, this is on show, so I want it to look good for what it is. The buttonholes, the buttons through, I've tested them. So yeah, so I'm going to sit and quietly sew these buttonholes, get this purple one done, and then the bottom one is going to be, because the top one here is purple and the bottom one's going to be the lime green. So yeah, and then we will work on the buttons on the opposite side. So yeah, it's already like 1:15, but yeah, I think that's going to be basically today's main thing I'm doing is, yeah, working on this coat and doing these buttonholes, just because it's slow methodical hand sewing, but my god, it gets such a huge job done, and I finally have my coat, and it does give me a pleasant distraction from my anxiety worrying about my phone call, you know, because my body likes to worry about every fucking thing. So yeah, so might do some nice dinner tonight, because obviously it is, although fireworks, we're not doing anything. Last year hung out at my mum's house, eating jacket potatoes and feeding the dog cheese and hot dogs basically, because she hates fireworks obviously. Find me a dog that doesn't. They're few and far between if they are even existing. And yeah, I enjoyed doing a fire with my stepdad. So, but yeah, this year, much more chill. So, Rye's at the workshop with his friend doing bits. He did fireworks. He watched some fireworks at the Banger Racing. He's really not bothered by fireworks. So, yeah. Which is ironic because where my sister's moved to, you can see the local fireworks, big fireworks show really well. And it's really close and really easy, but it's just, yeah, no one is in the mood this year. So, I might go next year, you know. Because usually I make bonfire cake, which is little, it used to be a big cake, but now I started to do its cupcakes. With like fire coloured icing, so like orange, red and all that. And then you add bits of wafer and curly whirlies and flakes to make, and matchsticks, chocolates work really well as well to make it tiny bonfires. And for years Ryan used to draw a little guy for the fire, which was really cute. So yeah, but this year is, yeah, much more chill. I've got my doctor's appointment, the boy is doing his own thing, and I can just sit and worry about fireworks hitting my house, you know, average evening. But yeah, but I'm really pleased with how my buttonholes are looking. They look so professional. Not that I'm showing off, but look at that buttonhole. Look how lovely it's looking. It looks so good. So yeah, I'm really proud of myself. This is the difference between old Cheryl and new Cheryl. Old Cheryl would have rushed and got this done so, like, within a day or two, and literally just left it as machine buttonholes and went, yeah, fuck it, doesn't matter if it frays. New Cheryl's taken her time, waited till she's ready to do buttonholes because it's a whole job in itself. And yeah, I've machined them and went, we're hand sewing them as well. That was just like the setting it out stitches. We were just marking it with the machine buttonholes. So yeah, so it's quite nice to be able to take my time, be quite methodical and a bit fussy, if I'm honest. I can be a bit particular. I can sit and hand sew buttonholes and make it really nice looking, because this is a coat I want for years to come, and to make it for years to come it needs to actually, number one, be finished, because so many of my old coats were not even finished and I wore them till they were falling apart or I was too small for them. But yeah, it's quite nice to actually wear, you know, have a properly finished coat. So that's quite nice this time round, really taking my time and enjoying the process. Before I've done it obviously out of necessity, and it's always been at speed. This time round it's been beautifully just, yeah, taking my time and enjoying the process, which has been nice. Not one bit of making this coat have I felt overwhelmed or God, this is too much. You know, I was just a bit worried on fabric, and as it was, I actually have more than enough fabric left over. So yeah, I might make a backpack or something out of the remaining fabric, or add it into some other wool fabric and make something fun and a bit patchworky. But I've already cut out a frog bag, so at some point there will be a frog bag. I would go probably starting to sew that today, but I don't want to go digging. I need some binding, and it's all in the cupboard, and I don't want to go digging in the cupboard. So yeah, so I think instead we're going to just, yeah, do some handcrafts today. We're going to get these buttonholes hand sewn, and then we're going to just sit and crochet my beautiful autumnal jumper and try and get the sleeve finished, and hopefully start on the other one. I've got to about here on the sleeve, so I'm about coming up to mid forearm. So yeah, I need at least, I think, another 2, potentially 3 repeats. I think probably 2 in the cuff repeats of the colourway. So yeah, we're still rolling on the same ball of wool, so I think it might be just under or just over, I think, a ball of wool to get the sleeve done, which is great. So but yeah, so there we go. There is a little final bit of the day. Yeah, I'm going to sit here soothingly hand sewing, and then yeah, I'll give you a little show of my finished buttonholes and buttons on the coat. Might even do it tomorrow. We might go on an adventure out. We might go for a walk. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Obviously weather depending. If it's pissing it down with rain, maybe not. Could look at the weather, that would tell me it now, wouldn't it? So I've got Sew and Be Still on. They're now on to episode 2 and they're making swimsuits. So let's have a look. Are we good after lunchtime? Oh, it's dry after lunch. We might head out after lunchtime tomorrow. So yeah, that would be quite fun. That could be our out and about in of the week. So, because actually my sister, I think, said she finishes work at 1, so I might go down and drop off fruitcake and bits to her, and yeah, do a drop off at my mum's and that. So we might go for a potter tomorrow with some headphones and drop some stuff off. Might go look at Asda's Christmas stuff because that's all in. Yeah, so there we go. But all good. And also tomorrow Ryan has D&D, so I am flying solo for dinner, so I'll go see what I can find reduced as a fun dinner. You never knew. So but there we go. So I'm going to carry on hand sewing and I'll catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow, where I'll show off my finished coat and my finished buttonholes, and yeah, we'll go for an adventure and a little mooch. So I'll see you tomorrow and hope you have a wonderful fireworks evening. Staying safe indoors, keeping your you know, pets and furry friends company, you know, and all the good stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be staying in, doing a meds review, and hoping fireworks don't hit my house so my anxiety can calm down, because I know it's purely my anxiety that thinks that. I never used to think that, but yeah. Neighbours set off fireworks at New Year's Eve outside my house, and it set off a paranoia since. Yay. So I'll catch up with you beautiful folks tomorrow. Bye. Hello, happy Thursday. I'm very made up this morning. This makeup, I did black and white dots, and then I've done, I'm not sure if it's obvious, pink and shiny with my coat, and I've done it to match my new trousers from Vinted. So yeah, and I've won a bit ham on the blush, but it looks fine. So yeah, got my modes review done yesterday. I've given myself one of my Christmas rings early as a well done, because for combo fireworks and waiting all day for a doctor's appointment on the phone that wasn't done till nearly 8:30 at night. Hideous. So yeah, I gave myself a little treat. I have got God, what's it called? Trazodone, which is like an antidepressant and a sleep med in one. So I'm going to get that, and my anxiety meds have been doubled, which is great. So yeah, feeling better about that now. So, and she told me she was really proud, because for once it was a rare thing. It was a doctor that read my notes, and even asked how my son was and how bits caring for him were, which was really nice. So, but yeah, I'm pleased, although I feel a bit bad going so ham on the blush. It goes so well with the coat. So yeah, it needed. So I even did a bit on my nose, so I feel cute today. But yeah, my bus is slowly creeping up, so I'm going to head to town. Well, first I'm going to go to my mum's, drop off fruitcake, collect. I'm going to ask for one of the dogs' jumpers or jackets or something, so I can use it as a sizing to make her something for Christmas. And yeah, to see my mum and everyone there. Then go into town, do a few bits, meet my sister after work, giving her fruitcake, and she's asked for some Buscopan because I buy it in bulk from Costco. And then yeah, I'm going to mooch a few shops in town just because I can, probably charity shops to be honest, and I'm going to treat myself to a ready meal today because Rye has got D&D, so yeah. But this makeup is really freaking cool, I really like it, so yeah, feeling very fancy today. But yeah, this was my treat for doing all the shitty adulting last night, and 1000 out of 10 I hate fireworks still. So, but on the plus side, my bus is nearly 5 minutes away, so I'm going to go get the bus And I'll catch up with you beautiful people a bit later when I'm back from town. I'll try and film a few clips, but I'm only human, so I'll catch up with you later. But yeah, thought I'd give you a hi, happy day intro. So, and I was, yeah, put effort in to look like a human today. I'll see you later. Paw, paw, and other paw. And then we lay down, down, down. That wasn't down, that was mildly down. You're not going to, are you? Dealing with snuffleupagus. Okay, try again. Paw. Paw. Other paw. You know the deal. Down. Down. It's the only time you listen to me. Down. Down. Fine, we'll do wait. Wait. Go on then. Good. You can't find it because you're blind and silly. Good girl. That's alright. I've seen the alien.
I've got this aside to turn the grateful. I've got Bok to you drop back as well, but I like to turn the grateful a bit more. You can. Very good. Oh, I've got this tree on hold as well, because I like to.
I like the tree.
I've got to take the stringy hot glue. Oh, and I want one of these. There's only one left now. Yeah. Right, there it goes. Come on. It's quite classy.
Hello, I am back from town. Apologies, there was tons of clips. I did my best. On the plus side, the potato. Got to see me try and do my thing with the potato. It's the only time she listens to me if I have a treat. And even then, not 100% as you could see. Gonna have a drink. Just got back from town. Met my sister from work. Went to my mum's house, dropped off fruitcakes and all the things. Met my sister up, dropped off bits to her. Then we went to Mooch Town. Went to a couple charity shops. Poundland. And obviously we mooched Asda while we were in there. And Aldi I went to solo. So yeah, let me show you what I picked up. We will start with what I've got next to me. It's all the Poundland stuff. Yes, that's all the Poundland stuff. Cool. We'll start off with these things because one of them is for Ryan. My Poundland is completely being moved around right now. So yeah, we had fun. Found a Hot Wheels for my brother-in-law, Rosie's partner. It's an actual working bottle opener and it shows it on the back. So. And they drink weird Japanese beers, so I've got that to go with whatever I get him for Christmas. I'm not too sure yet. I need to just message him and ask, do you want a food hamper, do you want B&Q voucher, what would you like? I usually do a B&Q voucher. And I got this for Ryan. It's a toaster truck, and apparently if you press it down the toast goes in. They were £2 each in Poundland. I've got a pack of sellotape for £1 because as my least favourite saying says, it's the most wonderful time of the year. I hate that song. I hate that phrase. Because it's not. So yeah. I got this wooden deck. It was £3. And I have a thing for tiny houses. So I thought this was really pretty. And I'll be entirely honest. If I want to, I could even remove the tree and just make it tiny houses. I might do that. Just have a little nice thing, a little houses. Because the tree is just a little bit of wood. I'm just having a look. It's only slotted in. I wiggled it out. Is that not much better? You can see the tiny houses. it was just slotted in with a tiny bit of glue, so tiny houses. Much better. So yeah, so there we go. It does come with the tree. I'm not a fan, obviously, of festivities, so houses, and also this could be out more often. So yeah, got that. That was £3. Didn't even think of that in the shop, but I'm so pleased I did. And I got this. This was £1, and you get 2 gift boxes, because obviously this year I'm trying to do nice wrapping, and also boxes are useful and reusable. So yeah, got these for slightly bigger gifts. Could be useful for maybe gifting the socks. I'm just packing stuff back into the bag so I know what I've shown you. I'm not going to put the decoration back in. My sister said, oh my god, if anyone needs anything for me for Christmas, tell them I love these. So I just picked it up because it was £1. I said, just give it here. And then she also spotted this fidget pen with which you do this, and it does things. So I was like, yeah, I'll buy you a stupid pen. So I did that. Also at my mum's house, I didn't buy this, I just collected it. I got a little dog jumper for the dog. We tried it on to make sure it fits, because she's a bit fatter. Which is fair, you know. It's just how dogs work, innit? But she's not fat. She's just, you know. She goes between quite skinny in the summer because she just doesn't stop moving. And in the winter she just slow down a little bit. So yeah, so I've got it in a better size for her. And she does love a jumper, and she loves to be in a dressing gown in the morning. So yeah, and this is like ribbing as well, and on the body it's ribbing, so I can make this out of crochet. So I've got a size comparison, which is great. So yeah, gonna make the dog a jumper for Christmas, so I've got one to copy, which makes my life so much easier. Not over. Oh yeah, I've got an Asda book, two-sided pictures this year, but yeah, got an Asda book because I do actually like their recipes and bits and pieces. They have a Hunter's chicken pie in it, which looks really good. Asda, I got some really reduced Halloween sweets with popping candy in it, because I love that kind of chocolate. And then I got a pack of Quavers, reduced, really cheap, because the bag split. So yeah, the reduction cages were doing well today. And then I got myself a deck. The decks were pretty cool in there. If you're going for pastel funky disco, loads of stuff. There's like candy canes that are really cool, little iridescent multicoloured like bubble style balls in 2 or 3 different sizes, and even light up ones. There's little disco ball ones, a bigger disco ball that looked like a Christmas pudding, you know, all sorts. So, but I liked this one. There was a moon, but it was a bit banana shaped for a moon. But I really liked this collection of books. And even though it says Merry Christmas on the front, it could be like Christmas Carol style, so of which is the only acceptable Christmas kind of story, and even then it's Muppets. But again, can also be this way. So, and it's glass. This was £3, so yeah. Treated myself to a glass fancy bauble. So if I get nothing else this year, I've got a nice bauble from Asda. I'll show you the charity stuff, and then it's all me. I got myself the joys of being with my sister. It's the only time I ever look at jewellery at the charity shop. I'm just not a big look at jewellery. I feel very glamorous today. I got necklace, rings, earrings. I feel, yeah, a lot. So I got some necklaces. This one is, because the joys of my sister, she went, is it glass? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, it's cold, so I'm assuming so. She went, yep, glass. So I got this one. It's actually 2 clasps, so it could technically even be a glass chain, but it doesn't have the rubbery bits. But either way, it means it's quite secure. So this one is like little iridescent beads, of which I love iridescence. So, and because it's glass, it won't go off or anything, or funny colours. This just seems to be a bundle of beads. So I don't even know if these are necklaces or not. It might just be a whole load of beads on a thing. So yeah, so they're just beads on a string. Got them. 2 secs. Boyo stuff. But yeah, These are more, I think, more like craft pieces. They are all glass and they're really, really pretty, but I think they just need restringing because they have no connectors or anything on the back. So yeah, this could be a fun project for at some point. But £3 for all those things, and my other necklace was £1.50, by the way, so pretty good value. And then I got 2 sets of this bedding. This was £3.50 a set. It's my sister's favourite thing, is this 70s flowers. It is very funky, it's very cool. These are older bed sets, like old bed sets. Like I think someone did actually make these bed sets. One side pink, one side flowers. They've got little hand sewn poppers on them. And yeah, single bed sets. There were 2 of them at £3.50 each, so I bought both of them. I'm gonna make my sister something to wear because she said, God, I'd use that as fabric, something to wear. And I'm like, we can do that. And I got myself the other one to make something to wear because I'm thinking a pinafore dress out of this would be very fun with a big ruffle on the bottom. So yeah, so I picked that up because £3.50 for that much fabric, even though the flowers are one side, is really good value because that fabric is expensive. I went to Aldi. I spent £24 on food, £15 on something stupid but useful. Let me show you my stupid but useful. It is a giant, like, collapsible crate on wheels with an extendable handle. It was 15 quid, and it locks, and it's very cool, and it folds completely flat. Would be useful for the boy moving stuff, me doing stuff, shuffling things back and forth to my room, tidying things away, just being useful. So I picked it up. I saw it the other week in Aldi and I thought it was a good idea. So, and it still was a good idea, and I had a lot of shopping today, so I bought it. Bag of flour because I wanted to get some the other day and I didn't. Caesar salad, chicken wrap because it's going to be my lunch, even though it is coming up to 4 o'clock. It's my lunch. I haven't really. Oh, I lie. I had a Rice Krispie square and a little swirl at my mum's house. That's the level of food I've eaten today, so not enough. You have to excuse me bending down because all the food is on the floor, so let me move you to a slightly less glamorous angle. Lemon yogurts because I've already gotten through 1 pack in the fridge. Chocolate cake because chocolate cake and custard I want for pudding. Ryan's out tonight. I want nice things as a well done for yesterday still. Jelly and custard. Gonna actually keep all these things on the floor because I'm going to be putting them away. Turkish Delight. That chicken and pancetta bake, that's going to be my dinner tonight. I got these Metro crunchy subs, so they're like sandwich thins, but I thought they'd be good for the panini press, so I'm going to freeze these and then they're available for whenever and quicker to defrost. I got Ryan 2 microwave burgers for workshop days because microwave dinner. Aldi sell non-drain tuna, which I thought was great, so I replaced one of my tins of tuna, and then I also got this one, which is lemon and thyme fusion flavoured tuna, and apparently that's ready to go as well. So I thought that would be fun to try. So I've got 2 types of tuna, and then I got out freezers. Didn't buy loads, obviously. Barbecue chicken and bacon pizza with no onion on it, which is quite impressive. These little hash brown bites with cheese in them because they looked really good, and then some chicken burgers. So yeah, that's everything I've got on my adventure to town. Am I tired? My arm bothers still. Have I got a cracking migraine current from my eye here growing up into this bit of my head? It's like all hair based. It's not very fun. Yes, I do. It's not the most fun, but my makeup stayed on at least. I still didn't paint my nails, but this is very fun makeup. I'm very happy with it. So, yeah. But no, very, very nice dressing up a bit today, feeling quite human. But yeah, I need to put the cold things in the fridge and freezer, dump everything else inside. I need to get a cool cap on my head because my head is screaming. And yeah, get some migraine meds in me, some water, and take it very, very easy this evening because yeah, I'm tired, sore, my brain hurts. Basically. I don't think I shared it last night. I did finished one arm on my cardigan. So good. So yeah, so I've got one arm finished, which is pretty amazing because this is even denser than the main body stitch. So yeah, so that was one ball of wool. So I'm going to tie on the other one and start working on the other sleeve. This one has taken a week and a half, nearly 2 weeks. So yeah, it's going to take a while, but I might start that later. We will see. It's headache depending, but for now, I'm gonna put these bits away, chill out, take it easy, because yeah, stress migraines are the fucking worst, especially when they're delayed from the night before. I mean, I was getting one hell of a headache last night. I went to bed with migraine meds, so it's no surprise it didn't quite die down today, so we're gonna work on that today. But yeah, but either way, I've got happy recipients of cake because I've done it now. I don't have to make any during the festive period, which is great for me. Yeah, so I'm gonna go, I think, just hold these cold bits in the fridge and freezer, eat my wrap because I'm starving, and a chicken and bacon Caesar wrap with sour cream. Sounds delicious. I nearly got the Christmas one, but I thought, ooh, that does sound good, so I got that one instead. So yeah, so I'm gonna put these bits away, have some food, and a bit later have my little ready meal, just because lazy dinner, it's a bit of a treat. So there we go. But a bit of an indulgence going to town when I really shouldn't have. I know I spent money I really shouldn't have, but you know, I had to just go out today. Just had to go out. Got people coming around tomorrow to check some kind of seal or something to do with the stuff. So yeah, that's great. I got that tomorrow. But I might check and see if my meds would be available tomorrow, because if I could start maybe having my sleep med, sooner it's in my system, the sooner it can slowly start working, because obviously, like most things, it takes a couple of weeks to be fully in your system. Well, someone's burnt toast or dinner. You never know where some fire alarm's going off, but it usually doesn't take long for it to stop, so there you go. So but cool, I'm gonna put this stuff away, and yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my nice very late lunch, and then I'm gonna enjoy my very pleasant very late dinner probably. But on the plus side, I've got time to put custard in the fridge and get cold, so I've got cake and custard. There are worse things in life than a nice dinner and cake and custard, and it was under £5 for that kind of dinner. Most people buy, like the lady in front of me in, you know, Aldi, people buy like a bottle of wine to chill in the evening. I treat myself to a ready meal and a pudding, so there are worse things, so that's my indulgence. It's a chocolate sponge custard. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful folks probably tomorrow, just because, yeah, brain is sore. And we're being very, very kind to ourselves, so yeah. But I might get busy with the physio tomorrow. We will see how we wake up, but we are easing ourselves back in. Obviously this is the first week of really feeling good, so not wanting to overdo it. On the plus side, got loads of jobs ticked off the list. I did Ryan's bus pass. I got my meds review done. Dropped off fruitcake bits for my sister. She needs some melatonin and stuff like that I still have, that I have some. So yeah, I got my coat finished. I wore it out. You know, all good. So there we go. So I'll catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hello. Yes, it's still Thursday. I know I already said goodbye, but my evening plans have been adjusted. My bestie text going, want a trip to Ikea this evening? I'm like, yes. That's a stupid question. It's a silly question. So yeah, so I'm off to Ikea in 15 minutes with my bestie for an evening adventure. Am I skin, like can't afford anything on Ikea skin? Yes. But can I go look at things? Of course I can. So, yeah. And of course, there is always junk corner, which I love, the junk second-hand corner. So, yeah. So I'm going to go with my bestie for a mooch around Ikea. I don't know why we're going. I don't know what she needs, but we're going to Ikea. So I'll try and take some little clips, and if not, I'll catch up with you tomorrow. So if there's some little Ikea clips after this, that is why. But yeah, good thing I hadn't washed my makeup off yet. I've just wiped off the bits that smudged, and I did take my necklace off and one of my rings. So, but yeah, so off to Ikea with a bestie this evening. I'll catch up with you tomorrow, and if I take any clips I'll share it with you, and if I pick up anything I'll share it with you. But yeah, so evening at Ikea, and then I'll do my dinner when I get back. But I will say my headache is starting to ebb away. I haven't taken painkillers yet. I need 6 painkillers. That's what I did. I took an anxiety med. I used to take my painkillers for my head, but Ryan also has the same kind of headache, so it's definitely a pressure thing. So yeah, it's not just me, it's just a hideous pressure headache. Which is never the most fun, but yeah, that's what happens when it hits chilly, rainy season. So, but I'm going to go back to crocheting for, yeah, the next 10 or so minutes while I wait for my bestie to message me to say she's outside. And yeah, we're going to go for an adventure to Ikea for whatever it is she's needing. But I am happy to tag along and be a, passenger princess. So yeah, so I'll see you beautiful folks tomorrow, but enjoy it if I put any in clips of Ikea. If not, I just wanted to update you and let you know, yeah, I'm off to Ikea just because. So, if all else happens, might get myself some snacks / some gravy packets, at least, minimal. So, see you later. Hello. The only clip I got was us driving there. I hope you enjoyed it. Proof I went on a midnight adventure. I thought I'd show you what I picked up. Did I buy stuff? Just a little bit. Several things are off the sale rail. We're into a little Ikea. It was very fun, and then we realised we still have 40 minutes. Let's go to the massive B&M around the corner. Well, we had even more fun. So we actually left it. I checked my phone when we got out in the car. 10 minutes after it closed. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, got a few bits from Ikea. We'll start with my little potato bag. It zips up. It's for potatoes. It says so on the tag. So yeah, it's a food storage bag for potatoes. Instead of £4 for 2, I paid £2.80 for 1 because don't need loads. And it was in the reduced, so it felt like a bargain. It is basically just a little Hessian bag, but as promised, 2 packets of Ikea gravy mix. I got a little candle. It was £1, and it smells like fresh laundry, like really good towels, like clean, fresh washing in the summer. So yeah, so I got that. And I got this little guy. He was a £5. He's from the New Soft Toys. And we all know I love an emotional support Ikea toy. Bearing in mind, I now have a new med. He is my sleep Kit Kat. He's a Kit Kat because Ryan, when he was little, until literally 4.5, when his nursery corrected it, he used to, and it was when Compare the Meerkat adverts had started, he called meerkats Kit Kats. Cutest thing ever. We're at the zoo on holiday and he goes, because he had only just really started talking at 4, and he just bellowed, "Oh my god, there's Kit Kats!" and ran to the meerkats. So yeah, the little ones were £2 and were like printed on and weren't fluffy. He was £5 and he's fluffy and he's embroidered. So yeah, I have a little guy. He's very good. So yeah, I have a Kit Kat whose name is Sleep. So, and then I also picked up off the reduce rack, or the second hand bit, or you know, second chance frame. This is 30 by 40, so it's the right size I need, but this is the fancier frame, so I wasn't going to get these, but it was £3.50. So this is the 30 by 40 one, which will fit a Disney print, which is great. These are the plexiglass ones. This is the nicer shaped one. So yeah, so there's one like that, and then there's this one, which is the frame I was gonna get in white instead of black. The Fisgbo. This is 40 by 50. I think this is the size I'm gonna get. It looks big enough for the Star Wars print. This was £4.20 instead of £6, so I picked this one up, and yeah, it's just, I think, Eggs display. Yeah, showroom model. So all good. So yeah, I'm gonna have a combo. I'll get a mixture of white and black frames, which I'm cool with. I don't mind. So, but it means I can now put two pictures up in the frames, which I think is really cool. So yeah, I think this is the size I need for Ryan's Ghostbuster print. So I might put the Ghostbuster one in this, or I don't know, maybe a Disney one. So that's all the stuff I got in Ikea for like, I think it's like 18 quid. I think it's spent 20 something in B&M. We'll start off with this. I got pyjamas. They were £4. This B&M, I went to Harlow, huge, massive, really good. We have planned we're going to do a girls trip, me and my bestie. They have got Home Bargains, B&M, TK, not TK Maxx. They have got Home Sense as its own shop. Obviously Ikea. They've got Hobbycraft, a Dunelm. What else did they have? They might have had another one. And then there are various eateries. They've got, you know, McDonald's. My friend treated me to McDonald's because she's adorable. And I got the Sakura lemonade. It's very, very good. Very pretty and floral, and I liked it because I like those kind of weird flavours. Friend did not. And yeah, cheeseburger and chips because she's so cute. And yeah, and because my friend knows me, I was like, can I just have a cheeseburger? She's like, you sure? And I'm like, can I have a nice drink? And she's like, I'm like, maybe a meal? And she's like, okay, making it a meal. And she made it a large meal because she's like, I know you don't eat. So yeah, so I had a cheeseburger and big chips and a really good drink, and it was so good. But yeah, so I got myself some spooky pyjamas. These are like thin fleece with some cuffs. I didn't even look at the bottom. There was a girl who was literally filling up a basket of them. It was quite funny. And yeah, she was seeing what sizes and other. There were also pink ones, but I like the blue. I'm not a pale pink. I like pink, but I thought blue was more me, and they've got cuffs on the bottom. So yeah, got these for £4 in a size 20 to 22, because pyjamas should always be comfy sized. Picked up a couple of gift guides because I've never seen a B&M printed gift guide. I thought my mum would like one, so yeah, got them. There are some socks, but they're hidden at the bottom. I got some mince pie whirls because I like mince pie flavours. And this is mince pie flavoured sauce. So, yeah, I like that. A tiny tin of the Danish biscuits for my sister because we were talking about them today. And I said, oh yeah, I've got a tiny tin. And she's like, oh my god, that's so cute. And I'm like, cool. Gonna get my sister some to put some away for her. Add to her present, they're £1. And they're vegetarian approved. I'd say vegan approved, but I don't even know if they've got proper butter in. Yeah, milk and butter. I do. For my other sister Soph, she adores pigs in blankets. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit out of focus there. She adores pigs in blankets, and due to her shitty teeth, she hasn't been able to eat them for like 2 years now. You know, as often as she would like, which is really, really shit, because we both enjoy pigs in blankets. So I got her little pigs in blanket socks, and they have pigs in blankets. They have matching pyjamas, but she has so many pyjamas, and I don't know what size she is. And I'm a bit skint for buying pyjamas right now, but I've got some socks, and I thought our B&M has got the pyjamas, but I've not seen the socks, and I thought she's a fluff monster, and I thought everyone always needs fluffy socks, so I got her some pigs in blanket socks. So yeah. To put away for my stepdad, I got these dark chocolate peppermint chocolate bars, because the ones in our B&M are always melting because our B&M is boiling, and these ones are actually proper. So yeah, I got these. I don't know the price. They're usually about 40p. So I've got a pile of them to put away. And while I'm on the put away front, I also got a Toblerone to put away for Ryan as a tree present, because we don't do stockings. It's never been a thing. I've never had a stocking in my life. We don't do stockings. You have little presents and bit of 1 or 2 nice presents, you know, and you got sensible stuff, you know. I did always get socks and pants at Christmas from my dad kind of thing and all that, which I didn't appreciate, especially as, you know, 12 and 13. It was just, yeah. But as an adult, thoroughly appreciate getting socks and pants and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so we do the little things as tree presents. My dad used to hide them around the tree and you'd have to find them. So we don't do stockings, we do tree presents. It's a wonderful way to do it. And I always forget one. So whenever I'm taking the decks off, there's always, yeah, it's a forgotten present, Ryan. So I think the past 3 years running, I've forgotten a tree present. So it's a skill. I always think I know how many are on there and I forget. I got 2 of these. Again, I'm thinking of putting one in with my stepdad's present, one for me, because I really like these 2, so I'm thinking that's what's going to happen. We both adored when After 8 did these kind of things, but they don't anymore. So these are the Elizabeth Shaw ones, and these are the chocolate sticks. So a pack for my stepdad, a pack for me. So then he's got his mini chocolate. So then he's got mini chocolate, fluffy socks, you know. He's a very simple man, is my stepdad, but he's very happy with all the little bits he gets, which is lovely. My sister was talking about chocolate dips earlier, so I was inspired to buy some. And then I picked these up because these look fun. These are, they also had the mint ones, but you don't want mint flavoured stuff on top of hot chocolate. I'm not the biggest fan of minty drinks, like hot chocolate and all that. But these look fun. These were salted caramel hot chocolate toppings, and they're like sprinkles and tiny marshmallows, and yeah, I think the sprinkles basically that, but mint can be a bit of a strong flavour, so I got them. And I really liked the teeny tiny hot chocolate on the lid, if I'm entirely honest. So yeah, one of those, the packaging sold it to me. And then to go with my pyjamas, my friend pointed out, she was like, well, you need matching socks. They're 2-pack of matching socks, so I got the blue ones, and then there's a little 3D ghost on the other ones, and these were down to £1.50, so I got some matching socks to go with the pyjamas. And then for £1, got some pumpkin socks with little 3D pumpkins and printed ones on this side. And this is really sensible, but also really sad, but just funny. This is a Knit Effect waste paper bin. It looks like knitting, which I think is really, really cool. It's gonna go next to my bed for when I'm having my sad moments and bed rotting. So instead of leaving all my rubbish on my bookshelf, I have a little bin to put my sad rubbish in when I'm just grazing in bed and eating snacks, and put my recycling in. So it's a lot easier to pick the basket up, take it with me in the living room, throw the rubbish away, put the recycling in the recycling bag. So it will make my life easier, and also I will feel less guilty for the fact I am sad and rotting in bed. And it looks like knitting. So yeah, so there's my adventures. Should I have bought any of that? Really, no. Absolutely not. Is my bank balance gonna really fucking hate me? Of course it is. But I had the most wonderful evening with my bestie, pottering and looking and chatting, being silly. We both feel better. She got a lot of just, you know, talking and stress off her chest. I got to just go, my God, I've been hibernating and just really fucking avoiding people. And she's like, I wish. So, yeah. And we just had a lovely evening together, and she bought me a McDonald's because she's my adorable Costco wife and I love her to the moon and back. So yeah, so there's my bit. So I managed to get a couple of frames for the frame wall. Did I buy all 15 I needed? No, because that is unrealistic. That is £68 worth of frames, of which I cannot afford right now. That is for January's Cheryl to be buying. But did I buy myself some really cool pyjamas to sit in and be adorably spooky over the weekend? Yes I did. So there we go. So now I'll finally finish Thursday. My apologies, Thursday's gonna be so fucking huge. Best hope that Friday is a bit, hello, here is a day, a minimal day. But yeah, to be honest, I'm probably gonna be knackered. I've done so much today. I did my mum's, I did town, I did food, a bit of food shopping, I did home, and then I've done out and about this evening. So yeah, so it's been a day, and I've still got to wait for Ryan to get home to do his dinner. So yeah, I will be having my nice ready meal tomorrow now, because I've had McDonald's, and I'll be honest, I'm very full up from my McDonald's. It was just a normal basic cheeseburger and large fries, but I'm very full up. Pardon me, there is some of the Sprite coming back up to say hello. But yeah, so went for a venture to Ikea. 10 out of 10, evening Ikea. So yeah, I'm now going to sit and watch YouTube and chill. And take my makeup off finally. And my earrings, they've been in all day, which is pretty good for me, but I think it would be nice to just, I am comfy, but you know, just get even comfier. So yeah, so I'm gonna de-sparkle my ears and my face and my hands, take my rings off. And yeah, I will catch up. You know when you haven't worn earrings for a while and you have to slightly pierce the skin on the back? That one I had to do today, and it's not the happiest. But yeah, on that fine note, I'll catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see what we'll get up to. Thinking something small but fun. But yeah, it's been a day. Me and my bank card aren't talking to one another. We're going to do some proper homegrown fun this weekend, because yeah, je suis en skint. Fucking worth it though. You don't die rich. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Hello, happy Friday. It's like 12:30. I've been awake for a bit now. I've just had my old laptop out, going through transferring off some files and sewing patterns, because one of the sewing pattern companies I have a pattern from is going out, is no longer doing EU stuff and over here, because it's an Australian brand, because of fees and all the fun shit. So yeah, which is fair enough, you know. Just yeah, sorted out bits, got the pattern transferred off, which is good. What else? Just yeah, doing some bits and pieces, transferring off some pictures. I did have a look through some photos. I was very quick to zip through bits of unwanted, and I don't want to say relatives, but there were a lot more exhibition photos on there than I thought. 2001 and 2002, 2003 me was doing her monthly trips to London. Like I made a thing one year of I would go to London every month, or do something every month, and I did. So yeah, so I saved a whole load of it, exhibition photos that used to be on my phone and that, and I hadn't put them in any kind of album or anywhere, so I've transferred them off, so I have access to those photos now, so I can use them as inspiration for drawing and bits and pieces. So I've got them all saved in a folder now on my external hard drive, which is amazing. Yeah, just I'm having a very slow day today, because I will say I wouldn't have been too bad after yesterday's adventure out, just, you know me, I would have been a bit tired, but because I added on the extra evening adventure, I'm especially tired today. I am very achy, my leg muscles are not happy with me, and as you can see, I'm in my floof. So yeah, it's, you know, it's a thing, but it's a good thing. So yeah, so I'm being in comfy mode today. Sorry, I'm just doom scrolling. Which is, you know, cool. They're all too small sizes. But yeah, we're gonna have a very chill indoor day today because it's just, there's nothing else really to do. You know, so yeah, take it easy, be sensible, not go too over the top, you know, just yeah, be kind to ourselves. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, it's all good, but oh, I wonder if Ryan will wear velvet trousers. They're very fun. I can try for 3 quid. I'm mooching the ASOS samples though. I probably won't buy anything, but you know, I'm having a good look with my eyeballs. So, yeah, a bit of window shopping there is no harm in a bit of window shopping, so that is what I'm doing. But yeah, so I'm going to carry on mooching this just because, why not? Rude not to. It's fun. Yeah, chilling out today. I've just taken my meds. And yeah, it's a very, very slow day today, I'll be honest. I think it's a curl up in a ball and crochet kind of day. I started the new sleeve on my cardigan yesterday, and I think I would just like to sit and crochet that. Or I've seen a tutorial on YouTube to make a hat. I might make a hat today, just because I really like wearing hats. Sounds really stupid, but yeah, I might do that. So yeah, so I think, yeah, just being comforting and curling up and doing what I find relaxing and calming is kind of what is on the wall today, is my, you know, list of shit to do. I don't particularly fancy doing any house jobs. There is nothing urgent. I'm going to do, if I rest today, because obviously I was out yesterday, if I rest today, give myself today as a bit of a comfort day, tomorrow can be housework day. I can crack on, and yeah. Raya's got plans for the weekend. They're doing, it was explained at silly o'clock last night because they've got in quite late. So yeah, so they've got plans this weekend because they're meant to be away, but they're not. So yeah, so they've got stuff to do, which is cool, you know. And I think I'm just going to do a pile of housework and bits. Might make some cookies tomorrow because that would be quite nice. Now I've dropped off all the fruitcake stuff, I can like clean the tins up so then they can put away. And then I've got, you know, fresh sides and all that for baking. So yes, I might make some bougie cookies this weekend. But I'll be honest, I'm going to go just chill because that sounds really good right now. And I'll be honest, I'm even at the point I'm like, do I lay down and curl up a bit on the sofa? Because I think that would be quite nice too. That's the level of bubble I'm at. So yeah, not very fun to watch, but yeah, he is feeling like it's Friday, and my goodness, I am on a Friday apparently. So yeah, yesterday and last night was very fun. I did a great thing. It did my brain a world of good just to see my family and then go see my bestie. It was just, yeah, really nice, but I'm tired today for it. But it was worth it, just, yeah, achy body. So gonna listen to our bodies and take it easy because, you know, all the good stuff. I don't know whether my prescription's ready to pick up yet or not. So yeah, and I'll be honest, I don't fancy getting dressed to go to the pharmacy. So they're new, and I've got to ease myself onto them anyway while upgrading the anxiety meds. So yeah, I'm starting off, what I'm starting with is having the two work at opposite times of the day. So in the morning I'm taking double my anxiety meds, and then having one mid-afternoon, one evening. which is my normal, and then obviously I'm going to be introducing a sleep tablet, the new one in the evening. So yeah, so I'm trying to work things you know, as I introduce them, and then I'll upgrade bits as I go. But yeah, I can at least start with my my anxiety meds, because I have extras of them over the time when I've been shit at taking them, to be honest. So yeah, I am now much better. I live by an alarm on my phone, if I'm entirely honest, and it works. So yeah, I'm going to carry on doom scrolling because this is quite fun, and I will catch up with you guys a bit later, even if it's a look I made a hat, or look I've done some of my sleeve. But yeah, it's a very chill day today, and my camera battery is flashing, so there is a sign for me to shut up. So I'll catch up with you beautiful folks later. Bye. Hello, happy, we're going to call it evening because it's dark. So 10 to 5:45. Sorry, I moved you too far up there. I went for a nap. I even set an alarm because I was so tired. I needed a nap. I had a 2.5 hour nap from like 3 to 5:30. So yeah. Oh, is as a fatigue. I did something kind of day. I woke up to my alarm, and then also very quickly afterwards a text saying my meds are ready at the pharmacy, but it's 5:30 on a Friday and they close at 6, and I don't want to be that person. So I will go collect on Monday. I have enough for another week and a bit. So yeah, we're good. I did start my hat I wanted to do. I'm doing it in purple and pink, so it's like pure wool, and then this pink is like wool and cashmere and a acrylic mix. So it's a bougie hat, and basically you fold it over like that, and it's just a big square, and then when you put it on, it naturally has little cat ears point out. So yeah, I started that just as a nice basic thing to sit and do. It's just, yeah, nice and chill, and it's not part of a big project, so it's not going to take me weeks to do. It's a nice, just, yeah, little simple thing. But yeah, and the combo of being tired, I had basically my dinner for my lunch. I had yesterday's dinner, that really nice ready meal for my lunch. I've sat and eaten, I think I've only got 3 or 4 left. Got a bag of Halloween chocolates. I got reduced. I was out with my sister yesterday, and yeah, it's just been very, very, very slow today, because that is all my body's managed. Ryan's been updating me while he's been out about the bits he's doing at the workshop. I've just been a reminder to him to eat some food, because we are both dreadful. So yeah, he's taken one of the microwave burgers I bought the other day, so that's cool. But yeah, I wouldn't have been able to have a nap and sleep if I wasn't tired, is my thoughts. So yeah, that's how I'm rolling. If I wasn't tired and didn't need it, I wouldn't have, number one, felt the need to go actually lay down in bed for a said nap, and yeah, be able to crash out as quick as I did. So it's just a thing, and but we're getting there. It just would be nice to be able to do something without needing a nap the following day and a complete rest day, because my body can't my body and my brain can't handle going out. But recovery for anything is slow, and you take multiple steps back, and nothing is linear. I need to keep telling myself this like I used to. Healing isn't linear. So yeah, before this would wipe me for several days. This one day is a bonus, so let's just roll with one day. So but yeah, so there we go. But I literally plan to sit and blob, be just cozy, comfy, and watch YouTube, and probably do a little bit more of this crochet for this evening. But it's been a very nothing day. But my body has appreciated the rest it's gotten. My brain is like the fact I've been nice and cozy, you know, It's not, oh god, I've done nothing, I've just sat here and it's like, no. I've done lots of really good things in the fact I've done nothing. So yeah, gotta find the little glimmers in everyday things. So yeah, thankfully the people who came to do balcony stuff just needed the shed door opening, so I did that. And they've closed it afterwards. I went and checked. But yeah, so we are all good, but I'm just going to literally sit here and be a very comfy plum for the rest of the day. Yeah, just wait for Rye to come back because he's doing a mega long print for his Mo. Working on the headpiece now, so yeah, just have a little robot pottering around as you do, you know, perfectly normal. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this week's vlog. It's been a little bit of everything. It's been lots of chatting and all sorts of bits. A lot of it has just been me chatting to you all so far, but sometimes, you know, it's just how it is sometimes. There's been hauls of goodies, there's been adventures I didn't plan on in that. I have taken you on little clips of town, so we've looked at some new stuff together, like the Astor decks and some other bits and pieces, which is cool. And yeah, all is good. But yeah, hope you've had a good week. Let me know, how have you been, what have you been up to? Is it back to normal now it's post half term and all that kind of stuff? Are you just, you know, half term like me, you forgot it even existed and was a thing, and it's just been everyday life for you? What's life been like for you recently? You know, if you need to give yourself some nice like rest, be kind to yourself days, because yeah, you just need to sometimes. You just need to go, I could push or I could not. So yeah, on the plus side, I moved loads of files across onto my external hard drive and sewing patterns and bits so I can print some stuff out. So that will be very fun. So yeah, because I can't find the sewing pattern for love nor money. I think I threw most of it away attached to the project I'd cut out on. So stupid move by me. So yeah, reprint the sewing pattern. I know it's a massive sewing pattern as well, but it's a really good one, so worth it. Reprint it, and then yeah, it's like got wavy bits across the skirt and then the same across I think the shirt or the sleeves, so then it, I know you can like tuck the shirt and the skirt so then it looks like a dress but it's not a dress. It's really cool, I like it. So yeah, so I want to make that, and I'm thinking of maybe using that pink bedding I got would be really fun, because yeah, that would be cool I think. So, but that I got yesterday, you know, the vintagey one, but for now I'm gonna sit here, carry on waking up a little bit, watch someone do a B&M haul. So yeah, so I will catch up with you beautiful people later. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here and you've stuck through this and you've enjoyed it, please, actually in general, if anyone who's watching it enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. And if you're new here, please drop us a subscribe. I'd like to have some more friends. You guys are all beautiful people. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch up with you in the next video. Bye.